A man is due to be sentenced after pleading guilty to endangering the welfare of a child. On January 25th, New York State Police arrested 69-year-old Francesco Bao after he inappropriately touched a minor in Norwich. Despite the crime happening in Chenango County, it was prosecuted in Broome County due to a conflict of interest. In addition to the guilty plea, Bao will also be evaluated for alcohol, mental health, and sex offender counseling, and will need to complete any recommended programs. There is also an order of protection issued to the witness. Bao is expected to be sentenced to probation in the town of Afton Court in January of next year.